Hey guys, it's Phaedra from All Things Phaedra and Stinger Universe. I am in the loud, crazy, crowded city of New York, and I'm here at Midtown Comics. We're kicking off an on-location tour where we're going all over the city to see filming locations for lots of your favorite superhero movies.
My name is Jason. Welcome to Super Tour New York City. I'm going to be your guide for today. In a moment, we're going to walk to Times Square, which is our first location on the tour. Then we'll pick up our bus shortly thereafter. You're going to follow me and meet me over to Times Square, excuse me, with Mjolnir, high above my head.
So here we are in the middle of Times Square. It's hot. I mean, it's July. What else can you expect? But we've already had a couple locations pointed out to us that you might recognize from some superhero. This building right here, so we're in Times Square, and this building, if you look closely, it actually says Paramount. It used to be the home of Paramount Studios, and then it actually became, if you look all the way up top, and you see a little globe up there, this was the inspiration for the Daily Planet, the newspaper that Superman worked for. Does this scene look familiar? We are actually in the news building, and that was named after one of the early New York newspapers called the Daily News, but it is also the location for the Daily Planet, and if it doesn't look familiar, you have to go way back to the 1970s. Good old Christopher Reeve, Margot Kidder filmed a scene right here where they're walking through the lobby, and you'll find Earth right there in the background. Next stop, Washington Square Park. If you look all the way down there, you can get a glimpse of the Empire State Building. But why we are here in the park is because this was the location where they filmed scenes for Avengers Infinity War. So it may seem a little unusual to be in a cemetery as part of a superhero tour. And behind me, you'll see, is actually the grave of Alexander Hamilton and his wife Eliza. But the reason that we are here at Trinity Church in Lower Manhattan is because this is also the location where Miles from Into the Spider-Verse is paying his tribute to Peter Parker in the cemetery. It's an animated feature, of course, but this is where it's set. And literally right across from Trinity Church is Wall Street. Seems kind of weird that you have a church and then you have the financial center of New York City. We're right here in front of the New York Stock Exchange. And of course, we know lots of movies have been filmed right here on Wall Street.
If you really love the tour today and you really love me as your guide, I'd appreciate it if you could go on and give me a 5-star review. If you do, my name is Jason. If you hated the tour today and you despise me as a human being and would like to give me 1 star, my name is Betty. That is spelled B-E-T-T-Y.
So that's going to wrap up this super tour here in New York City by On Location Tours. And we ended the tour not where we began, Midtown, at Midtown Comics. We ended it right here in Battery Park, where the scenes of a lot of movies have been filmed, because right behind me is the Statue of Liberty. And if you're old school, you might also remember Desperately Seeking Susan. Remember that one? So here's what you need to know before you go to New York and before you book your on-location tour. They are only a certain number of days per week. You'll want to make a reservation. You'll want to arrive early. And you can pick the tour that is most suited to your entertainment style. You will do some walking. You will get on an air-conditioned / climate-controlled bus for part of it that takes you all throughout town, but be prepared to do a little bit of walking. You can leave your stuff on the bus. It is secured, so that is good to know. But here's the big thing. If you decide to go on the super tour because you think you're a superhero fan, and then they start talking about movies and locations that you don't remember, totally okay. You do not have to cram to be prepared for this tour, because on the bus they show you clips from a lot of the old school movies, a lot of the more recent movies, so you know exactly what scene and exactly what location they're showing you, and you can feel a little bit like a pro. In fact, it was kind of like a trip down memory lane. So if you want more information about on-location tours, be sure to check out the link below. I also have a link to a blog post where you can get more information, especially on how to buy tickets. So if you liked going on this nerdy adventure with me, I hope that you will let me know, leave a comment, be sure to like the video, and of course, hit the subscribe button so you can come back and join me for more adventures just like this.